Hello, everyone! So today, we're going to take a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes animated Ratchet. So this is again part of the new wave of Transformers figures released just recently here in the Philippines, so I'm going to review it, and let's start with the box. So of course, this is the standard Age of the Primes box. We have here Ratchet in his really cool looking robot mode. I like his smile right there. His alt mode, which is basically an ambulance. 19 steps, of course, Age of the Primes Autobot Ratchet. At the side, a bigger picture of him. It's really cool. I love the smirk on there. It gives him character. At the back, we have him here in a pose, his alt mode, and it shows one of his accessories, which is a hammer. 19 steps again. On the side, of course, it's statues of the Primes. Now, let's get that out of the way. Now, first things first, this is a deluxe class figure. It's a big deluxe class figure. Now, I have here... I don't know which one to compare. I'll compare it with the Shattered Glass Ratchet, since I'm going to use it later for size comparisons. This is a Voyager class. This is a deluxe class. They're basically the same height, which is really awesome. Now, as you may know, if you have the Earthrise hoist or Trailbreaker, this is actually a retool, or an extensive retool of it. Now, before I go to the actual comparison with Trailbreaker, because I have one of those, I'll let you guys take a closer look at him. And there are a lot of painted parts here. The face, of course, is fully painted. I like that he somehow has the very slight smirk or very slight smile as well, similar to the photo on the box earlier. I like the detail here that the other part of this part of his head is chipped. The face is painted. I love the red and blue sirens. This part right here is fully painted as well. For some reason, the forearms is painted. I don't know why. And of course, the legs are not painted, but this is painted on the side, which is really cool. This will form the side of the alt mode later on. There is a very subtle backpack. I don't want to say it's big. I don't want to say it's small. I just call it subtle for now. And at the back, there is some hollowness here behind the legs, but it's due to transformation. It's not that big of a deal. Now, let me get Trailbreaker, because he is the original mode for this, him and Hoist. Now here is the Trailbreaker mode, or Earthrise Trailbreaker. There are a couple of things that I have issues with this. First off is QC. As you can see, the arm is very loose, both arms actually. And I got this mint out of the box. So even though it's an old figure, I would have thought it wouldn't be this loose. And of course, the biggest complaint about this mold is this panel right here behind the entire arm, behind the entire length of the arm, which prevents the arm from moving forwards or backwards on its own without it. And then another one of my main concerns is this is the knee joint. This is the actual knee joint. This is a transformation joint. Now, for some reason, the transformation joint is looser here than the actual knee joint. So if you want to bend the knee, you have to hold the actual transformation joint. And here, they completely fixed it. First off, the arms, of course, they're really stiff, really nice. And then this panel, instead of having this entire side, the side of the vehicle mode on this entire back panel, arm panel, they cut it in half. One half is here, and the other half is here on the legs. As you can see, the legs are different, which is, again, really nice thing that they've done. Now for the legs here, the knees, the transformation joints is not loose, so I really love it. I love that factor. And the only issue I have here is somehow this is really loose, like the rotation joint on his left thigh is really loose. I don't know why, but that's my only complaint for this figure. Now I'll put Trailbreaker aside now. Now, before I go to the accessories, which is my favorite part about this figure, let's look at articulation. So the head can slightly move down, slightly look up, move sideways, and can wiggle to the side. The shoulders can move the full 360. The arms can move all the way like that. There is a bicep swivel, and the elbows have really nice bend to it. which is really cool. There is a wrist swivel as well, waist swivel too. The legs can kick sidewards that far, can kick forwards pretty much 90 degrees, and backwards a little bit more. So the thigh swivel I've already showed earlier. The knee bend, which is 90 degrees. If you want to do more, of course, you can use the transformation joint, which is now tighter than usual. And then ankle pivot, which is really, really cool. Okay, so now that we've looked at articulation, now I told you my favorite part about this is accessories, which he came in with a lot. So he is already a big deluxe class figure. The fact that he comes in with a bunch of accessories is really amazing to me. I mean, he feels like a Voyager class. He comes in with 4 red accessories and his 2 electromagnetic weapons. These are his main weapons in the animated show, which can be plugged into his forearms or 5mm ports right here, or pegs. Now, the 4 accessories are a hammer, a screwdriver, oops, a wrench, and a can opener. So, in the show, he was a mechanic before he joined the war. Let me fix it. Angle. Before he joined the war, so it makes sense that he has all of these tools. Now, aside from the accessories being my favorite part, well, sorry, the accessories are just part of my favorite part. My actual favorite part is weapon storage, both in robot mode and in vehicle mode. So in robot mode, everything plugs in here in the entire backpack, inside and outside. So the electromagnetic stuff, or hooks, I forgot what they call them, can be tabbed in here inside. So you plug in one upwards, and you plug the second one downwards, so that you'll still be able to close this, while the other accessories can tab in these 4 ports on his backpack: the wrench, the screwdriver, oops, the hammer, and the can opener. So that is really cool, the fact that you can store everything, especially since he has a lot of very small accessories. It's easy to lose them, but the fact that you can store everything in his backpack really amazes me. And what's also amazing is the weapon storage in alt mode, which they actually included in the steps in the instructions in transforming this guy. So I'll show you guys how to store it in the transformation video, which of course I'll be posting after this. So now let's do some size comparisons. Now for first size comparisons, I'm comparing him with my 2 other Ratchet figures. I have here Shattered Glass Ratchet and the 86 movie Estes 86 Ratchet. These are 2 Voyager class figures. Well, this is a deluxe class figure, and they're all practically the same height. And what's more amazing about this is the fact that he has 6 accessories, which I showed earlier, while this guy, Series 86 Ratchet, only has 2 blasters, while the Siege Ratchet, which is this is the Siege mode, only have 2 as well: the shield, which will eventually become the roof, the vehicle mode, and his blaster. So it's really fun. I mean, it's for the price that we got this for, it's really amazing that they were able to put so much accessories to him. Here we have Earthrise Trailbreaker, and here I have him with all of my animated figures. I have here Byway Animated Optimus Prime, Legacy Animated Bumblebee, and Legacy Animated Motormaster. So here we have animated Ratchet in his alt mode, which is an ambulance, and it looks really cool. Closer look, I like this. The windows are sky blue. I like the paint here on the sides and even on his hood. I like the Lifeline logo there. The only issue is here, it's kind of weird. It's kind of unfinished, and of course the hands. Very common issue with the Trailbreaker mold is that the hands are visible from the side when you look at it. But aside from that, it's a very clean figure. I like everything about it. And you may not know, but all of his accessories are actually incorporated already. And it's amazing and it's refreshing to not see any weapons sticking out of the vehicle mode. Now, I'll show you guys how to store everything in the transformation video, but just to give you a glimpse, the wrench and the screwdriver is there. The hammer is there as well. So the only missing things are the electromagnets and the can opener. So all of those are inside this backpack, which is really amazing for me. Weapon storage is really top tier on this figure. Now for some size comparisons, I have here the original Trailbreaker, Earthrise Trailbreaker. They both look amazing in alt mode, and as you can see, both hands are visible underneath and front. Again, on the side, the back, it's pretty much the same. This is actually a better back than this, and it's mainly because of, aside from the color, it's mainly because of the modification that they did on the arms here, which I think is a really good sacrifice, or a very good compromise, because the arms on the robot mode is way better than this. And here I have him with the two Ratchets I showed earlier, the Shattered Glass Ratchet and the Studio Series 86 Ratchet. And finally, I have him here with the three other animated figures: animated Optimus Prime, animated Motormaster, and animated Bumblebee. Now, final thoughts on the Age of the Primes animated Ratchet. This, I can definitely say, is one of, if not the best deluxe class figures from the line. At least it's, in my opinion, it's for me. For a deluxe class figure, it has a ton of accessories, which, again, the weapon integration and the weapon storage on this figure is just top tier. I couldn't have imagined that they could keep everything inside, especially in vehicle mode. You won't see any of the accessories in. And this, as being a retool of one of my favorite figures, like one of my favorite molds, which is Trailbreaker mold, they did an amazing job in retooling him and making him a lot better than the original mold. So yeah, definitely one of the best deluxe class figures from the Age of the Primes line. I would definitely recommend you guys get this. So yeah, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you do. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.